guys, how you doing? Right now we're about to learn how to change an improper fraction into a mixed number. Right now we're about to learn how to change an improper fraction into a mixed number. But before we can start changing an improper fraction into a mixed number, we need to go over some key vocabulary terms. Okay guys, an improper fraction is where the numerator is greater than the denominator. It's where the numerator is greater than the denominator. It's where the numerator is greater than the denominator. Where the numerator is greater than the denominator. Where the numerator is greater than the denominator. Yes, all four of these are examples of improper fractions. And what we're going to do is take these improper fractions and change them into a mixed number. And what a mixed number is a whole number in a fraction. I know what you're talking about. You're like, Crawford, how are we going to do that? I got you. We're about to do it. Okay, guys? So what I like to use to help me remember how to change a improper fraction into a mixed number is to think about what fractions really mean. I need to think about what fractions really mean. I know that fractions means part of a whole. That's what a fraction is. But what I'm referring to is the type of problem that fractions really are. The type of problem that fractions really are. Fractions are really division problems, guys. Fractions are really division problems. So when I look at this, I see 8 divided by 5. In this example, I see 5 divided by 3. In this example, I see 18 divided by 7. And I see 23 divided by 6. So these are all division problems. These are all division problems. And since they are division problems, in order to change it into a mixed number, all we simply have to do is divide. All we simply have to do is divide. And the way that I remember the correct way to set up my division problem is to think about the saying top in, bottom out. Top in, bottom out. Top in, bottom out. You're like, Crawford, why do you keep repeating that saying top in, bottom out? Well, I know that students struggle with this because they set up their division problem the incorrect way. And I'm going to show you how that phrase helps me always remember to set up my division problem correctly. So let's get into it, guys. Right here, I have 8/5. And I know that 8/5 really is a division problem, 8 divided by 5. So I'm going to draw my long division symbol. And I know that the top part of the fraction goes inside of this division symbol, and that the bottom part of the fraction goes outside of the division symbol. And that's why I use the saying top in, bottom out. Top in, bottom out. So it helps me set up my division problem properly. Okay, I know that 5 times 1 will give me a number that's close to 8 without going over. And I know that 5 times 1 gets me 5. And now I subtract. 8 minus 5 gets me 3. And my quotient is going to be the whole number. My remainder is going to be the numerator. And my divisor is going to be the denominator. And so when I write this in the form of a mixed number, I have 1 whole and I have 3 out of 5. Okay, so that is my mixed number. So 8/5 is equivalent to 1 3/5. So that will be the mixed number for this improper fraction. So let's go to the next example. I have 18/7, or I like to look at it as 18 divided by 7. And I say that saying to myself, top in, bottom out. Top in, bottom out. Top in, bottom out. So when I say that saying, I'm ready to divide. I set up my division symbol. I know that the top goes inside of that division symbol and that the bottom goes outside of that division symbol. Okay, guys? I know that 7 times 2 gets me a number that is close to 18 without going over. And 7 times 2 is 14. And I just subtract. I know that 18 minus 14 gets me 4 left over. Okay, my quotient up here is going to be my whole. My remainder is going to be the numerator, and the divisor is going to be the denominator. So when I look at that, I have 2 wholes. I have 4 out of 7. So 18/7 is equivalent to 2 and 4/7. Okay? Boom. So that's how you change an improper fraction into a mixed number. So let's look at this example here. I have 5 divided by 3. 5 divided by 3. 5/3. And I'm going to say top in, bottom out, top in, bottom out, top in, bottom out. So let's go ahead and divide this problem. I have my division symbol, and I know that the top goes inside of the division symbol, and the bottom goes outside of the division symbol. Okay? I know that 3 times 1 will give me a number that's close to 5 without going over. And 3 times 1 is 3. And I'm going to subtract that. I know that 5 minus 3 gets me 2. My quotient is going to be my whole. My remainder is going to be the numerator. And my divisor is going to be the denominator. So that gets me 1 whole and 2 out of 3. So that's telling me that 5/3 is equivalent to 1 and 2/3. Okay? And so that is that mixed number. A mixed number is a whole number in a fraction, and we had an improper fraction where the numerator was greater than the denominator. Our last example, we have 23/6. 23/6. Or I like to look at it as 23 divided by 6. And I say that saying top in, bottom out, top in, bottom out, top in, bottom out. So since I got my saying in my head, I'm going to draw my division symbol. And I know that the top part of the fraction goes inside of this symbol, and that the bottom part of the fraction goes outside of the symbol. Okay? I know that 6 times 3 will get me a number that's close to 23 without going over. And I know that 6 times 3 is 18. I know that 6 times 3 is 18. Now all I'm going to do is subtract that. Let me regroup. I know that this is going to become 13. I know that 13 minus 8 is 5. Let me switch the color back. Okay, so I know that this is going to be my whole. I know that this is going to be my numerator, and I know that this is going to be my denominator. And when I look at that, I have 3 wholes. Okay? I have 5 out of 6. So that's telling me that 23/6 is equivalent to 3 wholes and 5/6. Okay, guys, that is how you change an improper fraction into a mixed number. All you have to do is look at fractions as the real division problem that they are, and when you divide it, just say that saying, top in, bottom out. And that'll always help you set up that division problem correctly. All right, guys, it's time for me to go. Have a great evening. I'm out here living my life, my best life. I put it all on the line. My wrist, now they gotta watch me shine. Living my best life.